Good evening, YouTube and Dark Avenger community, and welcome back to Dark Avenger Live, episode 59. And it's kind of sad that, am I moving okay? I hope I'm moving okay. It looks like I'm moving bad. If there's a video problem, let me know. This is going to be a very big episode, and that sucks because episode 60 is next week. But for this episode, we got a lot of news and things to talk about. We've got DC Comics. We've got Legends of Tomorrow, which is technically DC Comics TV. We've got Captain America returning. We've got late comic books. We've got magic. We've got lots of things. And then we've also got a couple other things here, there, and everywhere. It's a random show. There's anime as well. So we got a lot of really great things to talk about tonight. Now, obviously, you guys are just coming on, so while you guys are popping on, I'm going to be going into the comments and making sure that I can see all your wonderful comments as they come up. And we will not be talking about Spider-Man tonight, so yeah, just putting that out there because he didn't come out this week. Nook is slow. Oh, there it goes. So now you're going to hear me probably. Just putting that out there. Yep, I was talking about Spider-Man. Bring up the live chat because I'm sure there are two hellos. We've got Alan. Good evening, Chris. And Mike. Mike's not here at the moment. What's up, Chris? That's from Almighty David. Ready for some snow? We're going to talk snow. I have no clue what you said at the beginning there, Alan, but what that means. It was, for some weird reason, I'll explain. When I go live, I don't know why, and I have to figure out how to fix this, but on my Twitter, when I go live, it goes in Spanish or something. I'll go on my Twitter really quickly now and fix that. Oh, God, that's embarrassing. Always does that. What the heck is that? I don't understand it. I don't know, but I can't control... Tevia, if you did, hello Tevia, I mentioned we are going to be talking about that. Don't worry. I will definitely be talking about that as soon as I delete this weird Spanish tweet and retweet the live show the right way, because apparently that's not working anymore on Dark Avenger Live episode 20. No, 29. I wish you were right. That's way too far back. 59. Tweet it out. We've also got, it's tweeted the right way now. Thank you, Alan. We've also got Captain America coming back, so you're not the only, it does it too, so you're not alone. Oh, good. So as long as it's not me, it's probably a Google Plus thing. By the way, just let me know really quickly if my audio and video ever goes out or is out of sync or isn't working right. Very important, because then I can always reboot this video call and start, fix it. I don't want you guys to suffer through a horrible show. I noticed that was also happening with me and Jeremy when we did the anime one towards the end. I'm going to have to address that problem this week when we do our anime weekly. So I just want to go into the subjects that are at hand, which the subjects are right here. Yes, so we've got DC Comics, the number ones again. I really want to wait for Mike just to see his reaction on that. So I'm actually going to stick all this. See, I come unprepared today because I guess we could talk about this first because it doesn't need much of a intro to it. We've got snow coming. That's right. Apparently there's a snowstorm that's going to hit New York. And Brooklyn is going to get hit with about 11 now. Remember, Alan, I was telling you last night, we were talking, I told you about 4 to 8 inches. Yeah, apparently it's 14 to 18 now. But then the Weather Channel says 11 to 14. So when I was a kid, I'll tell you guys a really funny story. When I was a kid, anytime the news would say there's going to be a really bad, it's going to snow bad, not storm particular, but it's going to be a heavy down, down whatever, not downpour, but snow is going to come down heavy. I always prayed to be just enough so that, we wouldn't be able to go. And unfortunately, in New York City, I will get to comments. I see new people. Hi, Justin. I know you're here. I'll read your comment in a second. In New York City, good luck. If you live in New York, that it's very hard to get the mayors, any mayor, whether it be this mayor, Mike Bloomberg, the mayor before him, what was his name, Giuliani. They never gave us days off. And now that I'm doing, my previous job, where I also worked in the school, it's weird, but I wish for the same thing. So I didn't have to go to work, even though I didn't get paid. So it was a win yet lose thing. But anyway, let's see what comments we've got while I'm loading up the agenda for myself, because I'm slow. I really need to do this. See, if I wasn't out shopping today, like the world is going to end, because apparently that's what everybody thinks, I would have definitely have had all this up already. So, comments first. You guys are the most important thing, and then the agenda when it comes to this show. Did you hear Kevin Smith gave his daughter the bat Harley Quinn used in Suicide Squad? No. Any opinion on DC Comics? I'm not talking about that yet. Tevya. What's up, Chris? The snow just started sticking down here in Georgia. Oh, geez, Justin, don't say that. It's supposed to start around 9:30. I hope that's not why, on my end at least, it looks like the video is lagging a bit. But I guess you guys are fine because nobody's saying it froze again. Uh-oh. Philly airports cancel all flights till tomorrow. Dang. All right, guys, give me just 2 seconds. I'm going to reload because if Tevya's saying I'm freezing, I don't want to freeze halfway through. But Jay was freezing last night too, so it could be Google Plus. But I'm going to be safe. Give me just 2 seconds. There. It's beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's freezing a little bit on my end, especially if I move fast. So I apologize if the video's freezing up. You're fine on my end. Okay, Tevya, then I'm convinced after Jay's show where everything was going fine, and now my show where it looks like everything's going. Yeah, now I'm not freezing at all. Yay. So I fixed it. So Tevya, you did help me out a little bit, but I would definitely check your connection, Tevya. It could be a connection malfunction on, maybe the box. A lot of times with my internet, if things start freezing up, I usually turn the box off, count to 15, and then put it back on, and things usually work out. Before we got our new box, our old box, we had people that were across the street. Well, not across the street, but somewhere in the area that was actually jumping off of our internet as well. So our broadband was slower because it had multiple people that didn't belong on it. Opinion on Suicide Squad trailer. I'm sitting out of Suicide Squad. It looks nice, but the way the Joker looks, I like Harley. I like Harley. She if you can call me up sometime. But no, I think when it comes to Suicide Squad, when you get to that moment where it's like, I think I'm good. I'm done really, hurting myself. So in this case, I'm done. I'm done suffering through all the new DC Comics movie stuff for a while. I think I'm good. So I won't be checking out Suicide Squad. However, I feel the complete opposite about Legends of Tomorrow, which I will talk about Legends of Tomorrow. And if you didn't see my review, I actually think I surprised Kat and Jeremy because last night I actually was live tweeting. I'm not used to live tweeting. Oh, that's what I see. I'm wondering, I'm like, what's this? And it's the microphone. I'm not used to live tweeting. So I was watching the show and live tweeting, and I noticed Jeremy was and Kat was, and then Kat's like, oh, I'm surprised you're watching. I'm glad you're watching. And I thought, this is the one show from DC Comics that I did not miss the season premiere to. I missed Smallville. I missed Arrow a whole first season. I missed Flash after the first episode. This is the first show that I actually caught the premiere, like literally the premiere. So I'm very happy about that. The camera keeps refocusing. Sup, everybody? What's up? Faulty Joe. I'm sorry. The Nook makes names and stuff very, very light, so I have to literally put it to my face and make my face look all shiny and whatnot. So I apologize for that. but that's the way I do my comments. Unfortunately, I don't have any other means. I can't do it on my computer, that's for sure. So I do have something really nice to show you guys. You guys know I've done a couple of Magic. Well, I did a Magic card opening. There's another one in the future coming either next week or the week after. I'm a huge fan of angelic, stuff and dragons, especially. Apparently, last year Magic did a series called Dragons of Tarkir. And I was in Rite Aid today. We were shopping, and I actually found a intro deck. This is, I believe, Enlightened Mastery, and it has like the other ones. It has a pre-made deck, and then it's going to have 2 packs inside. I can't promise you guys you're going to see this for a bit. I will say I'm very happy that I have an archives worth of videos now, because if what happens at the beginning of this week ever happens again, I know I'll be able to have myself covered, because I could not talk on Monday. And well, Monday I was okay. I did Brooklyn Boys. My voice started dying on Monday. Tuesday I was dead. Wednesday I was gone. And Thursday, you guys saw I did the Legends of Tomorrow. That was me coming back. And today I'm okay. I don't feel like I'm not going to scream. So if that's what anybody is looking as a reaction for DC Comics, I have a review to do. I have 1, 2, 3 podcasts to do. I need to have my voice. So I'm not going to be screaming to the high heavens now. But I'm positive we will all be talking about this on Frontline Live this coming Tuesday. If you'd like to see me get a little bit angrier there. But I will be sharing my very strong opinion on this whole thing. I just want to wait for Michael, because Mike doesn't know. Mike has been at work all day, so he did not hear about what's coming in the summer from DC. And again, I have to warn everybody with certain websites, because I noticed the website that's being being credited for it. With certain websites, credibility and a site that produces more, that publishes more rumors than fact, be careful. So it's not official yet what everybody's saying about the number ones. I'm sorry. I'm just going to get up and open my window because I just noticed the heat's coming up. I am so unprepared today, guys. It's horrible. I can't believe how unprepared I was today. So let's see. You know what? Till Mike gets here, I can talk about one thing, and I know a few people don't like it, but we are going to talk about it because my good friend Alan's here to begin with. Very glitchy to me, and that's XUG. Yeah, it's glitchy on my end too. I don't know. It could be the snowstorm. I've restarted. I'll restart again if you guys want, but to be honest, I think it's the snowstorm coming our way. Remember, I'm working off of my computer, but the servers could be getting hit a bit hard. I'll try one more time, so just give me 2 seconds, and I'll try one last time. Can you guys hear me now? Hi. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm getting the green. Can you hear me? I'm waiting for somebody to say they can hear me. Yes. Good. Thank you, Justin. And thank you, Alan. All right. Now, I didn't freeze before this, so I don't want to. I'm not doing it anymore. You can hear me. And you know what's ironic? While you couldn't hear me, I was saying the most important thing is you guys can hear me. That was the most important thing. I'm sorry about the glitchy video, but the most important thing is you can hear me. So I'm not doing it again. I'm sorry. I was going to say, if I owned a live streaming website, I would give you guys 110% for myself and everybody else who live streams. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. If people would like to pay me for it, that'd be great. At least for now. It's the storm. That's what I was saying when I was muted. It's probably the storm. I apologize. Now I remember again. See, and then I got the, you can hear me. The important thing is you guys can hear me. So while I was getting sick, by the way, during my anime show with Jeremy, we had this long discussion about Pokemon, because I have a viewer, no names. I'm sure a few people know who it is already, who really doesn't like Pokemon cards. He left a comment on one of the first Pokemon card openings I did, and then from there on, whenever he would comment something, he would mention except Pokemon, except this, except that. And you guys heard about the magic, I hope. Please tell me you heard about the magic. Somebody just say we heard about the magic, because I don't want to redo that whole thing again. Twitch only does video games, Tevia. I would have to play a video game so you wouldn't see my face. I'd have to be doing a live show playing a video game and discussing all this stuff. And no offense, I'm not playing Call of Duty and talking about the news and stuff and reading comments. I'm on Google Chrome also, Alan. So anyway, I wasn't feeling good to begin with. And we had a long discussion about Pokemon and how, it's a childhood, thing from it's a favorite of ours from childhood, and how it's something that we wanted to cover, especially going into anime. And we got into a long discussion about the show, the video games, how we don't really play the card games, but we collected. And I had mentioned that Ellie had given me Omega Ruby, and I hadn't played it yet, and how my favorite starter was always Charmander, and I really, I don't know the Pokemon in Omega Ruby. At some point, I would play it. So Alan actually messaged me after the show. I think you messaged me on Monday. Was it, Alan? I think it had to be Monday, because I wasn't feeling good Monday, and I had to play it on Monday. And Alan told me if I could get to the point in the game where I could trade, which was after talking to your father, Norman, who is a gym leader, he would transfer me. He would send me a Charmander. And I thought that was really cool of him to do. He sent it to me as an egg, so I had to literally sit on that egg. And I did, and it hatched. It was Charmander. The really cool thing was it had dragon something with it. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Dragon Wave, Dragon Rage. No, not Dragon Rage. That stunk. It's a beam, whatever. And lo and behold, I lost my voice. I had nothing I could really do. I'll read the comments in a second. So I, for the last 3 days, I played the game. And, well, my Charmander is now a Charizard. I have a Gyarados. I have a Swallow. I have a Groudon. I basically beat all the gyms, at least. That was always my goal when it came to playing these games. And apparently, for 3 days, I got all the badges. I got them all. And I beat every single trainer I came across first time. I'm not ashamed to say that I really, when I get into a game, I really dedicate time to it. If I wasn't sick, and of course, if Alan didn't make the offer for the Charmander, I probably would not have played this game, because I'm not really a huge handheld game fan. I only play Pokemon handheld. But yeah, I I think 80% through the game. I don't know what comes after the Elite Four. So now that I've got my voice back, I'm at a slower pace, but that tells you how much I can play a game and how fast I can play it. Rain, what up? I know I missed out on the last stream. Yeah, you did. I got your email, man. If we ever do have guest commentary, I will email you back a date, by the way. Or you should talk to Mike a little bit more also. Maybe you should try Firefox. No, I tried Firefox, Tevia, and Firefox was worse. Firefox, I froze a lot on. I mean, I didn't try Firefox on this computer. Maybe I'll try it next time. Just try it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. I can just put the link into Google Chrome and it should work fine. I'll try it. I'll see. We heard about Magic. Good. Some people are not playing video games on Twitch. The people who aren't playing video games are well-known websites, and most of them do play video games. Unless Twitch has changed in the past 2 months, every time I go on Twitch, the only people I'm subscribed to and the only people I see are gamers. Ryan, for those of you guys that didn't see our mail time episode 2 or 3, said it's an N64, 0 hit points. I watch his live shows all the time. I had a really great time watching him last time. Unfortunately, I missed his short stream, which was sometime this past week. Jordan actually live streams on YouTube. I caught him at 6:30 in the morning because there's like a 5 to 6 hour time difference. But yeah. Oh, so Alan, you noticed it too about Twitch. Hi, Nick. I'll get down to questions. I see you sent some questions. I don't know. I'll look into Twitch, but I'm almost 100% sure that there's got to be some type of a catch if you do just live streaming. If it works, okay, there we go. If it works, I won't be against it. If it doesn't work, then, well, Charmander, I love Charmander. Tevia J Q&A started a trend. Yeah, it did. What's your view on Jonah Hex going to be on Legends of... I'm really looking forward to seeing Jonah Hex. I'm looking forward to the whole series, to be quite honest with you. So we'll see where it goes. Tevia says stupid computer. Well, connection. Sorry, Tevia. Freeze happens. I'm sorry it's freezing. Yeah, oh, that was when I froze. Yeah, I love it. I love when I know it's going to freeze. So and I look like I'm ready to stick a freaking popsicle in my mouth. It's great stuff. So I got back into the game a bit. I guess it'll help out a little bit with my knowledge of some new Pokemon that are out there, but I had a real great time playing it, and it's definitely proof that I better not get sick, because I will definitely only read comic books and play video games until I feel better. But I have a lot of really great videos coming up. I will have this up sometime soon. I do have one other Magic. One other Magic card set to do first. I love Google Plus. Oh, I love it so much. But it'll be coming up. I have a lot of really great videos coming up for you guys. I have a few things I wanted to throw out also that I was thinking about doing, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Mike is home, but I'm sure he's going to grab dinner first. So let's talk about Legends of Tomorrow, because Mike didn't see Legends of Tomorrow at all. I thought this was a really good first episode. I really, really liked it a lot. I wasn't sure. I was looking at the previews. I'm like, I kind of like Firestorm. I want to punch Captain Cold in the face, but at the same time, he has a very cool personality. I don't know. Does anybody else get irritated with his voice? Sometimes it feels like he enunciates his words in a way. No, I can't even copy that. It's like he's got that smug, smart ass. I mean, obviously that's what they want with Captain Cold, but it's like I want to punch him hard. But that's just me. I'm one person. But it was great. I really enjoyed the action. There were two really great scenes. The bar fight was really cool. And the Wave Rider, Nick, thank you for commenting that Wave Rider is a ship and a character. When I heard Wave Rider as the ship for the episode, I automatically went to Wave Rider. I don't have a comic to show you guys, but Wave Rider was around in the early 90s or mid 90s. It was around when Superman had his long hair. I know that. And he touched people. And usually it was a one issue kind of deal where one involved Superman becoming president. And his stories. He was kind of like the Watcher, except he didn't just watch. I guess it was kind of like, not what ifs, because they didn't really do too many what if Superman did this. It was more along the lines of possibilities for the DC universe, like if Superman became president, not Superman had the chance in a comic book but turned it down kind of deal. These were like literally pulled out of the sky scenarios, not like Marvel's what if Secret Invasion kind of deal. It was more along the lines of what would we do if this happened. I love DC Comics Elseworlds. I love the one where obviously I've read all the Superman ones, so the one where he was adopted by the Waynes or found by the Waynes, the ones where he was kind of like Tarzan. There were so many really good Elseworld stories. I don't know. I believe that Kingdom Come is technically considered an Elseworld story. And welcome to the party, Michael. Talk about popsicles. Rain, I love strawberry popsicles. No, you didn't miss the talk about the DC thing yet. C0397. I was waiting for this one. He's here. Tomorrow, Steve Rogers being kept. When I talk, I don't want Mike to know half of this stuff yet because I want to get his legit reaction. Just getting in. Great that you just got in. I'm going to tell you some things in a moment, and I want your legit reaction. Oh, Chris, I got 2 movies today. That's all. Oh, you got 2 of them? That's great, Alan. They keep screwing over your live stream. I like Captain Cold's voice. I love how you say it's screwing over my live stream, but you can hear me. He's awesome. Plus, I like Rip Hunter. I did like Rip Hunter. That opening was awesome. Yes, I even said that on Twitter. Did you know Kevin McGuire, one of the creators of Max Lord, did like it when Maxwell Lord turned bad and killed? I did not, but that's completely random and cool. You actually did something. Elseworld stories are awesome. Hi, Mike. Sup, Mike. Kingdom Come was it was an Elseworld story. Thank you, Tavia. Okay, Michael.
Oh.
Let me tell you some good news I found out today. Let me tell you. I'm gonna move over so everybody can see. Everybody can see Mike now, right? Say hi, Mike. Oh, you did say hi, Mike.
Hi.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
When?
It's not confirmed, and it was honestly the site that posted this is a room. They post rumors before they post facts sometimes. Okay. But also Pete's Basement mentioned this, so maybe there's some clout to it.
Just tell me.
In the summer, DC's releasing brand new number 1s. They're saying it's either going to be a relaunch, a reboot, or they're just renumbering their issues again.
Oh, please, God, no more renumbering issues.
They're renumbering all number 1s this summer.
Oh, come on now.
And we don't know if it's a relaunch.
Really?
We don't know if it's a relaunch. We don't know if it's a reboot.
Oh, come
on. But it's going
already.
to center around Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern.
Well, those aren't the books I read. Those are the books you read. Oh, I'm not reading them, no.
Oh, I know you're not reading them. That's what I'm saying. You're losing out.
No way.
So, okay, so
pulling
now
a Marvel by renumbering these issues.
Now wait. So here are the possibilities. A, it's a relaunch, which is a Marvel. They're renumbering their books to...
Why even bother getting issues if they're going to keep going backwards when they should be going forwards?
That's my problem with it. So either they're relaunching to fix things. I don't understand why it would be. Honestly, I think this is the least likely thing, is that they're just relaunching all those books. I really think I'm sorry. I think that's the least likely thing, that they're just literally doing it. We want an Action Comics number 1 for 2016. I don't think so. My personal thoughts are it's a mixture of a reboot and a relaunch. Either Jay is the smartest, most... I swear, if Jay's right, I'm going to ask him what the lotto numbers are. Either Jay was semi-right, and after they pass the issue 52s, which is around the time when summer will be, Because if you think about it, issue 50s are coming out in March.
Well, that's
spring is April.
Really.
Spring is April. That's 51. May is 52. June is the first month of summer.
Wow. You might be right.
So, the possibilities here are endless. It could be a reboot. They could be going back to the old DC universe. They could completely not even give a crap about the old DC universe and want to stay in the new 52, but they want to tweak a few things. I want you guys.
How much more do you have to tweak? How much more? There's just the new 52 happened. How much more do you have to make the story look exactly perfect? How much? I don't understand.
Well, now, when it comes to Superman, I would say his comics are anything but perfect.
Well, I didn't say Superman. I'm saying when. Now, you didn't hear my sentence. I said when the new 52 came out. I didn't say when Superman came out strictly. I didn't say when Batman came out strictly. When all of the new 52s came out. And then they get canceled, some of them.
And they're still getting canceled.
And they still are.
Okay. If this is a reboot, though, it would be hilarious. And I as much as I'll laugh. I will laugh if it's not going back to the old DC universe, but we're going into another DC universe, like where they change certain, like it'll be more like the movies kind of universe. That would be so messed up.
Oh,
I've had enough. I've really had enough of the DC comic number ones. They've completely devalued.
I don't know. No, the thing is, why is Marvel copying DC and copying Marvel? Why are they copying each other?
Now, I looked at a few comments that people posted on Twitter after a few sites have posted this. A lot of comments said one of three things. One comment in all capital letters said, no. Another comment said, really? Stop it. Another comment said, I'm glad I don't read the new 50. I'm glad I don't read the big two. And then the comment that followed right after that is, that's why I don't read the new 52. So I don't care. But I don't read the new 52, so that's why I wouldn't read the big two.
So what's going to be for you?
I'm going to try it.
You're crazy.
I'm absolutely insane.
Why? Now, Superman I can understand. But why the other books if they're going to keep renumbering it? Is it going to be all renumbers? From 2016, we go into 2017, they're going to renumber it again.
No, officially, we've had 50 somewhat months of DC Comics' new DC Universe.
But why do they have to renumber it?
Because they're wanting to get number ones and people to buy again. Personally, here's my thoughts on the possibility of a reboot relaunch. At this point, the new DC Universe, when it started, there was promise. The best example I can give, and he's the one that I know watched or read most of the books, but Mike Spider-Slayer went into the new 52 when it started, and a lot of it was perfectly jump-on friendly for him. So he enjoyed it, and he felt like he can really relate because he got into a brand new universe. Could you open that window a little bit more? Because the heat's coming up a bit much. And that was great. That means that the new DC universe, or the new 52 at the time, did it. Yeah, that's perfect. It did what it set out to do, was to bring new readers in and to get more people involved in DC again. However, over the past couple of years, since Forever Evil, not during, but since after that, everything's been like downhill. Batman got amnesia. Wonder Woman's the God of War, which that's not too bad. Meredith Finch is doing an amazing
job. And then Superman got
Superman depowered. Superman lost his powers. You got Vandal Savage that's targeting. That's the main focal point in the Superman books, which is also the focal point in Legends of Tomorrow, which is kind of funny. I just feel, and then after this event, I was looking at the solicits. Listen to this. This is gonna be the best thing in the world.
No.
Superman, in the wake of all this Vandal Savage garbage, is going to be trying to put together a League of Supermen. A League of Supermen.
And so this is good news that you wanted to tell me?
I didn't say it was good news.
No, the other one you said, I have good news. In the beginning.
I have some news.
You said good.
I don't remember.
I heard good. I heard G-O-O-D from your mouth.
I'd never say G-O-O-D. Do I look like Snoop Dogg?
No, but I said it.
You said it. Not
I
me.
said it.
You said it, but I didn't say it.
Why are they doing Legion of Superman?
I don't know.
Whatever
Maybe this is
Superman?
like, remember
Why?
when DC was going to reboot in the first place and we had the Doomsday Wars?
You mean from the movie? With all the
No, the
Which
Doomsday
one?
War. The reign of the Doomsday.
Oh,
kind of deal.
that one.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was in, I think, Action.
And then it's gonna why?
So they're going to end Superman on another crap.
And let me
note.
guess, Lex Luthor is behind the whole creation.
Oh, we don't know how it's going to happen yet. We just know that
Oh,
they're...
come on. You know Lex Luthor's behind this. He's always made clones of Superman.
I don't know how... No. I don't know about the reboot. I don't know what the Legion of Superman is going to be about. I have no clue yet.
Because that's
It's
just
basically
ridiculous.
Batman Inc., except take Batman away and put Superman in. And that's really stupid. No
What?
offense, that's really stupid. So DC's renumbering their books if you've just joined us. And
I don't
if it's a reboot, I hope to God that it's a reboot to bring us back to the pre-Flashpoint universe. If it is not a reboot that's bringing us back to the pre-Flashpoint universe, I pray that at least it is a mixture of the pre-Flashpoint universe and a little bit of the New 52. But I'll tell you guys right now, if they're going to completely and utterly change DC again, I have to question in another couple of years. I'm going to say years because you never know, one or two books might be hits. I question where DC Comics is going to be in our tops, mine and Michael's tops in the coming year. Because to be honest, DC Comics isn't in my top. They aren't in my top now. Really.
And let me guess, they're gonna renumber Green Arrow also.
Oh, we don't know if Green Arrow's getting the book even.
Oh no way! You said it was
We
getting
don't
canceled.
know. Yes, all books are going to end, and new number ones are coming
Oh, so
out.
basically, we don't know. If they should bring Hawk and Dove back out. I would love to read those.
Do you understand that if this is a reboot, it will not be a Hawk and Dove that you read?
Oh, you mean like it's gonna be for the bad?
I didn't say it was going to be for the bad. I mean,
Then how do you know it might?
I don't know. I don't
right there.
know. I'm just saying, and we didn't freeze. I literally had to take a breather because I was about to explode. All I know is DC's bringing out number ones. It's
Yes.
either a relaunch, renumbering, or reboot.
reboot.
It's one of three, and it has an R in it. That's all I can tell you.
Okay then.
And it's stupid with a capital S.
It is stupid. I said it from point A in the beginning.
Show of hands, how many people like Dan Didio? I'm just curious because, I mean, maybe he's not behind the whole thing, but at this point, I'm really disappointed in what DC Comics is doing, unless they're fixing it. If this is a fix, I take everything back about this being stupid. I take everything back about this being stupid. If they are legitimately trying to go back to the history, the rich in history universe that they destroyed in 2011, then this is a great move. And if they even keep some of the New 52 stuff and make it an Ultimate U, or they make them their own books, that's even better. Because then you get the people who jumped into this new universe that are enjoying it, they get to keep their books. And people like myself who've been reading DC Comics for the past Lord knows how many years, we get the books that we want. It's a win-win then. I can't understand why DC is having such a hard time understanding the fact we should do two universes. The New 52, yes, I don't know why they all speak Southern, and the old DCU. It would work. I have no clue if anybody in DC executive speaks with a Southern accent. I'm just putting out a point. The point is, I don't understand if DC wants to bring in new readers, why they didn't just start a new line. Marvel started Ultimate. Ultimate brought a lot of fans in. Their movie lines are doing good, and unfortunately, it's impacting the comic books.
Well, now that you said about the Legion of Superman not happening, and you think that might?
All I know is we need a mixture of the old and the new, and hopefully that's what this relaunch, reboot, or renumbering is about. If not, then it's going to be completely pointless. And yes, there will be many videos of me ranting and raving about that.
Angry
but I will
Italian.
save. Oh, there will be one of those too. But I will save that anger for the summer, and I will focus on your guys' most important things right here, which are the comments. And there's a lot probably. Wave Rider was big. Yeah, Armageddon 2001. I remember that. That was one of the ones where one of those books actually was where Superman became president. He didn't Monarch was supposed to Captain Atom. Then they changed. I'm hoping for a pissed off Mike. It better fix something. Rain said, Rain, I think Tuesday Mike and Chris will go off on Comic Frontline. Most likely. I only buy 4 or 5 DC books. This is from XUGIUA. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. I really apologize. I only buy 4 or 5 DC books. If it happens, I'll probably drop DC and just stick to my independence. I'll talk about independence in a moment, actually. I was going to say something and I cut my own self off. It better bring back the pre-New 50. Well, we are hoping so. Jay is a damn Terminator. I swear he is. He might be. Jay is a Terminator. Awesome. His reaction made my CO397 said your reaction made his day. I met Kevin McGuire.
But it's a true reaction. It's not just, it's for real.
Hooray, I'm finally going to get my laptop fixed tomorrow. That's awesome, Rain. Marvel failed to do a reboot with Secret Wars. It wasn't supposed to be a reboot. They were just looking to fix and add a couple of things to their universe. It's true. That's why. This is why I'm a Godzilla comic fan. Yeah, that's right, because they'll never touch. I'm going to shut up now. But
yeah, I was about to
say keep the new 52 universe, but the new number ones they release can be from pre-new 50. Exactly. See, you got it perfect. Exactly. You keep all the books that you have now. If Marvel could bring out 80 books, DC could bring out 80 books. Because you know what? That allows the fans of the old DC universe to get the old books, and the fans of the new DC books to get the new ones. It's not, if you really think about it, yes, it would be more. It would make the list about for DC about as big as Marvel. But at the same time, fans can choose whether they want the new DC universe or the old one. People like myself, I'll probably get a mixture. I'll get a little bit of the new and a lot of the old probably. But I at least would enjoy my books again along with the new DC universe. But DC is not getting it, and that's what I wish DC would get through their thick skulls. Again, with Wally is not exactly a focal point for me, Tevye. I'm sorry. Mike, you seem pissed. Young Justice getting screwed over. The Flash family getting screwed. Well, I'm telling you, Jay has been sent back in time to warn us of all the coming comic book doomsdays. That's scary, if that's true. I have a question. Both Marvel Comics and DC Comics. He questions, Mom. Chris, did you know that Hatton Corners Barn was last seen in Brave and the Bold 54? No, because I don't read Brave and the Bold, but that's interesting. I am becoming an IDW fan. Alan, IDW makes a lot of stuff. If it has a TV show or a movie, it will be saved. Exactly. Chris, did you know that Nightwing is back? No, he's not. Grayson is still Grayson. Are you sure Nightwing's back, or he just took them during Robin Wars? He got his mask back.
Yeah, but he was.
And there's apparently going to be this whole story arc about him working for the Court of Owls, but really to dismantle the Court of Owls, kind of deal. So I don't know. Coming soon, Epic Story Season 5. That's right. That's what I have been saying for years. I don't know what that means. If they did go back to the pre-52 or a combination, I would keep reading. But anything else, I'll probably stop reading DC. Exactly. I think that's how a lot of fans are going to feel. Me, personally, I'll keep Superman. I might hold on to Justice. It depends on what interests me. But to be honest, my indies are dominating my reading time. But Marvel is right now also, because there's a lot of new series. I'm just now starting to cut certain series off. So a combination of independence and Marvel really dominate my reviews. DC, it's a handful now. So it's unfortunate, and Marvel just keeps wanting money, but unfortunately the Ultimate Universe got blown. Yeah, I know the Ultimate Universe died, but that's because interest in the Ultimate Universe died. Maybe DC can make it work better. The only DC books I'm going to stick with are Superman, Lois and Clark is ending. It's a mini. You two need to read Godzilla Goes to Hell. I read Alan. I reviewed Godzilla Goes to Hell. It was an excellent.
I saw it too when you.
It was an excellent series. I loved it, especially the books that just had gorgeous artwork and there was really no need for dialogue. You just read it. You looked at it. There was little dialogue here or there, but mostly it was just Godzilla fighting his way through hell. That was freaking awesome. I loved it. Titans Hunt. That's about Titans Hunt's another mini series. I missed the Surge Slurpees from Burger King. I'm sorry you missed the Slurpees from Burger King. Nightwing is back in Titans Hunt. Oh, okay. Well, I got to read Titans Hunt. I guess that's this week's book. I'm reviewing last week's books tonight and getting this week's book. Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, no.
Power Rangers was good, yes, and that's part of the review. I've been saying for years, DC Comics to do an ultimate. I know you have. Ninja Storm overall for me. The comics reign. Oh, Alan's telling Rain about the comics. Everybody wins. Okay.
Now what happened?
Our comics aren't here yet. So last week I did a Twitter post, and I will do one tomorrow. And I posted, comics didn't come. Let's guess what day they're coming. And Alan hit the nail right on the head. He said it's either going to come Monday or it's going to come Wednesday. And Alan, you won. They came on Wednesday. But I didn't have my voice, so that's why we're recording the review tonight.
And not only that, there's a little bit of Mr. Weather that's coming for
That's right. And if blizzard conditions hit, I am guaranteeing you guys, remember that when you pick your dates. I will be tweeting it out. Maybe I'll tweet it out tonight since you're right. The blizzard's hitting tomorrow. So maybe
we don't know if it's going to be good or bad because last night I heard it was going to be not so bad.
I learned, again, when it comes to snow in New York, I learned through my job, hoping that I get to stay home, and through being in school and hoping to stay home, that 90% of the time, even if the weatherman says it's going to come down like hell, it's not going to happen.
Well, I'm going to check the weather tomorrow morning before I go to work, at least, just to see how my day.
Now, I have another thing that's coming in May.
Uh-oh. Am I going to be pissed off
about? No, this I don't think you'll be pissed off about. Okay. Captain America, Steve Rogers, somehow is not going to be old anymore. He is going to regain his youth through the super soldier serum and will be Captain America again.
All right.
However,
there's a however.
Let me see if I could bring up a picture of the new suit.
I worry what you're going to show me because it's like, oh, good, but when you say howevers.
Hold on. Captain America #1 2016. Images. I don't know if the image will even be available yet. No, they're showing Civil War.
Well, that's pretty big. And
well, while I'm looking for it, Sam Wilson is remaining Captain America as well, so that'll give you a little idea of who's going to have the circular shield. Oh, here we go. Now, can I get a bigger one? That's it, but
why is the shield not round?
All right, I'm going to go on the page. I apologize. We might slow down a little just so I can show Michael. Oh, here we go. This is it. And, of course, it's going to slow us to spit because there it is.
Why is... like I said before, why is the shield not circular?
Okay, now Captain America, before having the circular shield, before you go completely nuts, he did have a shield that looked like that at one point.
No, yeah, you're right. Back in the 60s, I believe.
So it doesn't upset. The shield doesn't really upset me, but it does.
No, it doesn't upset me.
Because the circular shield, there was a lot you could do with a circular shield. With a shield like that, it's literally just block and stab and whack. That's it.
So what does he become? The Knight America?
No, he's Captain America, and Sam Wilson's Captain America too.
Yeah, but wait, Wilson keeps the circular shield. So why can't they both have circular shields? If it's going to be used for, if it's not going to be used for anything.
Because Marvel doesn't want to. Does that answer your question? I'm happy. I did not like when they aged Steve all the way down to an old man. I thought that was dumb. I really didn't like that. And in a way, when I saw Captain America Civil War is coming out in May, I'm like, oh God, please let this be the moment where they fix Steve Rogers and they bring him back to the way he was. And they did. So I don't give a crap what the Shield looks like. He at least has a super soldier serum and he's young again. We hope.
But what's this going to do? Is it going to be like Captain America Wars where it's Wilson versus Steve Rogers? Steve
Rogers is actually getting his youth and strength and his abilities back right as Civil War starts in May. So guess who's going to be a part of Civil War 2?
Some news.
Well, no, that's good news.
It is good
Compared to everything else that I just said, that's very good news. There was other news, and this is going into gaming for a little bit.
Uh-oh. What delays are happening?
No delays.
Okay.
This past week, well, you know what?
Is it about the Roy Amiibo?
Comments first. No.
Oh,
comments first.
Coming out in March.
Comments first. You guys are important. You guys will go first. I'm betting next Wednesday. I hate you, Alan, if you're right. I don't really hate you. I love you, but man, you know what I mean. Chris, did you get a chance to read Titans on 4? No. I didn't read anything this week yet. DNGN4774. Hi. I need a paper towel now, Mike. They're not in the cabinet. They don't know till about a day before. Question, do you think after Titans Hunt we are going to get good Titans book? Probably not, Tev. I have to agree with DNGN, Tevya, because of the number ones. Why would we need a better Teen Titans book? By the time Titans Hunt ends, we're going into the new number ones. I heard the Steve Rogers shield split in half. Oh, okay. Well, Faulty Joe says the original shield split in half. Well, then that's sense. Goodbye. Goodbye, shield. That's it.
That shield was supposed to be indestructible, shouldn't it?
It happens.
It happens. Anything happens in any Marvel universe.
Oh, yeah, that was... Alan, tell me about the breaking NXT news in the comments, and we'll discuss, because Mike and I like wrestling. Oh, yeah, they talked about that on Comic Frontline. Yeah, they did. That's why I'm mentioning it here, because I missed out on talking about it on Frontline. And then Alan went, oh, my God. And then he said, breaking news. I need to know what the breaking news is, Alan, before. Steve Rogers being Captain America again, Winter Soldier led Thunderbolts, and Scott Snyder going to Detective. Oh, Scott Snyder's going to Detective Comics. Maybe I'll drop Batman and go to Detective Comics. Is Greg Capello moving with them, Nick? The new shield splits into 2 pieces. Okay. That's why. The hype, Chris, the hype over the shield. I'm so hoping for some consequences for at least Civil War 2. No more. Tevya, what? Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Austin Aries. Oh, Austin Aries is in NXT. Why does that name sound?
Oh, he was from TNA. Austin Aries.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe he'll go to WWE. And if he does that.
Well, NXT is like the farm team.
And then it goes into. Ooh, that's good.
That's awesome with Samoa Joe there. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, I don't know what's going to happen with TNA, but I have a feeling Dixie Carter not only is losing her mind, but she's losing her company.
Know that.
Okay, now, Tevya, you weren't here at the beginning of the show where I said we weren't going to talk about Spider-Man at all because there is nothing Spider-Man related in comics from last week, in anything that we're discussing this week. Parker Industries has, and I swear to God, if it does, I will bash my head against the wall. But as far as we know, Parker Industries has absolutely nothing to do with Civil War 2. At all. Why would Parker Industries be destroyed if Parker Industries 90% will not even be involved in Secret Wars 2? Not Secret Wars 2.
Civil War 2.
Civil War 2.
Don't give them ideas.
See what people do to me? Because I swear, Tevya, you want to destroy Peter Parker's life and only have him married to Mary Jane, and that's it. And maybe Okay, we're back. I just don't understand how you got Parker Industries from Civil War, but okay. Their video too. I link you on. Okay, there's a video. Good. Link it to me on Facebook, Alan. I'll check it out later. NXT, the independent wrestling business of WWE, let go of Finn Balor. No, that's not possible. NXT did not let go of Finn. That's the NXT champion right now.
Oh.
There's no way. Are either of you reading Black Knight from Marvel? It's pretty good. I'm reading it, and I'm enjoying it. It's a really nice read. I'm going to be reviewing it just tonight on my comic review, which will probably be up tomorrow. I'm enjoying Black Knight. Campbell Vince McMahon is watching one podcast. I know. I swear Vince is definitely watching it. Did you see the freaking Scott Lobdell is taking over Titans Hunt? No, I did not see that. Frank says hi. Hi, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
And Tevye said what? What?
Like Austin, Stone Cold, what?
Must be. Mike, are you getting the new Archer and Armstrong series? The Valiant.
Maybe.
Most likely.
I don't know.
No way in hell is Scott Lobdell taking over Titans Hunt. I'm cheering for Finn. They're not getting rid of him. I'm going to kill you, Raid. If they're not getting rid of him, why are you lying? Finn Balor is a really good wrestler, and he's the NXT champion. The only way they're going to fire him is if he pulls a freaking Hulk Hogan. Even then, no, that's horrid. I mean, it would have to be something in that caliber.
It would have to be something like
that, or he loses his brain power and wants to go to TNA, or he quits. If he quits, that's different. Meep. It was meant for CO39. Okay. Okay, the Scott Lobdell thing. Not you, Chris. Hold on. Let me read that again then, because I feel stupid now. Oh, let's go.
What?
I am not reading correctly, so I'm going to pay very close attention to the comments, because I thought that Rain said that NXT let go of Finn Balor, and it says, let's go Finn Balor.
Oh.
Completely different meaning. I apologize. I've just been drinking too much coffee.
Yes, you have.
I'll be honest with you. I'm glad Cena's not going to be Undertaker's last opponent.
Oh,
I don't know who will be.
No.
No, Rain, I'm sorry. I misread that. Mike, have you seen Star Wars The Force Awakens yet?
Not yet, but I wish I could have the time, because I haven't had time at all for anything, to be honest.
No, I do not want Dan Abnett to stay on the Titans book if they are. Well, I wouldn't mind Jeff Johns coming back. I mean, he could step down from one of his other projects and definitely come back to Titans, especially if they go back to the old DC Universe, or if they do an old DC Universe Titans book. I wouldn't mind him coming back and finishing the story, because I feel like there was a lot left there. But that's kind of, when it comes to Jeff Johns now, it's really hard to get him on a series and to keep him on. I mean, Jeff Johns was on Superman for like 3 issues, and then he stepped down. The good news was, so was John Romita Jr. So now he's doing the variant covers, I believe, for March. Guess who's not buying any variants that month? God, I sure hope so. Hello, Tim. What's up, Tim?
Yeah.
I saw you have your video up. Tim has his latest haul video up, everybody. It came up today. Tim, after this live show, I'm going to watch your video. I will definitely comment. There's a new Teen Titan book that's coming out. It's Greg Pak. Greg Pak? Greg Pak has been hit or miss for me. He did some good Superman stories, and then he did. It depends. Give me some good Greg Pak. If he's going to be doing a good story, then yes. If he's going to be, just doing it to do it, fine. I don't think so. So, video games now. I found out that Dying Light, which is coming out February 9th. It's out. Dying Light's out. Before anybody corrects me, Dying Light is officially out. I'm going to put the comments down for 5 minutes to do the talk, and then we'll check your comments again. Dying Light's already out, but the company decided we are going to re-release the game with better graphics, all the DLC, and a new DLC, which is Dying Light: The Follow, which is basically the follow-up to Dying Light. And a lot of people, unfortunately, we didn't get it. A lot of people were given down a demo codes, and they could play the first 2 hours of Dying Light: The Follow. Mike started a walkthrough on Frontline Gaming Zone, and that was right before things kind of got very busy, and that's when we stopped. That was one of the few games that we were doing for Frontline FGZ, and we really didn't want to stop. That, Alien Isolation, and Five Nights at Freddy, we really want to continue. Unfortunately, Amnesia, Ellie's computer died, so all of that data was destroyed. So we're going to try to get back. We'll get Ellie to play the game and get back to that point. And when we get back to that point, maybe we'll finish Amnesia as well. I had a lot of fun playing Amnesia. That doesn't scare me. So for me, it
didn't scare me either.
Wasn't a big deal. But we're going to try to get some horror games. I would love to play Emily. Emily wants to play.
Oh, what about Boogeyman?
I would love to play Boogeyman.
Should play that.
And I found out that if we do want to record video games, we can, or computer games. There's a cord that I could connect to the TV, and we can record on the TV and play on the computer. So I can do it, and we might. We definitely might. So Dying Light is coming out in February 9th, and people were playing the demo, and the demo looks amazing. You leave the city. When you start the demo or when you start the follow, you're actually in the sewers. So the city is no longer your map. After you get out of the tunnels, you find out that there's this big countryside, and there might actually be a way to escape the island. Because apparently in the game, if you didn't play the game, I apologize. It was spoiled for me too because I didn't finish it. You don't get out of the island. You stay on the island. There's no way off. At least that's what I believe. I did not see the ending, so I can't give you complete 100% positive that that's what happens. But apparently you're stuck on the island after the whole story is done. So you go from the city to country, and there's dune buggies, and you have to worry about running out of gas. You've got new characters, new everything, new weapons. It looks spectacular. And we are actually going to trade in our old Dying Light and get the new version of Dying Light. And hopefully the save data will move over, and we won't even have to. And we won't even, if it doesn't, we'll delete the old data for a Dying Light. But if it does, then we don't even have to reinstall the game. We just have to install the updates.
All right.
So that's really awesome. I'm very excited for Dying Light. As a matter of fact, there are we did not end up getting, we're waiting for the hard copies, so we are not going to get that other game that we mentioned we were going to get this month. Oh God, I love how it left my mind completely. Okay, it was I don't know, Tevi, you were talking about it. It's like a Telltale game. I don't know why.
Fables?
No, it's like a Telltale game.
Oh, like Telltales. Oh, wow, I can't even remember now. I do remember it was talked about, though.
And it's probably in the comments now. Let me go see. I'm hoping for Alien Isolation 2. Okay, I lost Tevi for the moment, so... okay, so here's the game schedule for us. These are all the games we're getting. I'll give you guys a rundown of the next couple of months. February 9th is Dying Light Enhanced Edition, which basically is Dying Light: The Following. Oh, wait. Or is this just The Following? This is interesting. Is it the original game, or is it... Oh, no, yeah, Dying Light, Be the Zombie, Ultimate Survival Bundle, the Bozak Horde, and Dying Light: The Follow, all together in one game. So after that, February 16th, which is the following week, is Street Fighter V. We are not getting the Collector's Edition due to the event that's going to be happening in the spring. February 23rd, February is the heaviest month for us, is Mega Man Legacy Collection. In March, if I decide to, I'll be getting Twilight Princess, the HD one with the amiibo. I might not, though. I'll be honest, I might not, because it's too close to the event in spring, and we already have Twilight Princess. However, in March, on March 8th, The Division comes out. that game I've been really excited for. April the 22nd has Star Fox Zero. April the 26th is Uncharted 4. May 17th is Homefront: The Revolution. And the last date I'm going to give here is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is coming out May 24th. And then, of course, actually, there's one more game I can mention. In August, we're getting Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Hopefully all those games don't suck. Mirror's Edge, I doubt will. But I'm really looking forward to most of those games. Obviously, the Mega Man, Legacies is really just because we want to play some old Mega Man games that we don't have at the moment. But everything else is basically new. I mean, we didn't continue really further on in Dying Light, so Dying Light is still going to be a brand new experience for us. What other games did I mention? Street Fighter V, that's something that Mike loves doing. So
yeah, that one's going to be something.
That's going to be more of a community play game on Frontline Gaming Zone. What other games did I mention? Mirror's Edge is going to be fun. The Division is going to be fun. I'm sure Homefront I'm excited for. Hopefully Deus Ex doesn't suck. I'm sure there are a few other games that are going to come out that I didn't mention, but as the months come, we keep checking the list. But we will be playing we want to play those horror games too, so we'll be doing a lot. DNG. Oh, okay. Mike, did you like Swamp Thing?
Yeah, Swamp Thing issue #1 was good.
Five Nights at Freddy World is out. Yes, but
No. Not getting it. Nope.
He's the only one left who can fix them, hopefully. They have Metabots game coming out. That's cool, Alan. Metabots. Why does that sound familiar? You'll have to link it to me on Facebook.
Yeah, that kind of is
I'm
making me think
doing a Let's Play or walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, on Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
So it's a re-release. I will live stream a lot of games. That's awesome, Frank. Coffee sounds delicious. It is. Alien Isolation is a creepy ass game, just like the movies. It scared the crap out. Well, I'm not gonna say. Well, I can say it. It scared the shit out of me. Alan, I'm playing it, and I'm not scared. I'm on edge when I play that game. I also want to finish Soma. Soma must be complete. I must finish that game. I want to know how it ends. I tried a live stream Arkham Knights on YouTube, but I got a copyright. You got to be the thing with YouTube, unlike Twitch, if you play certain games, they'll copyright you. You got to be careful with those things. That's what sucks. Kevin should play Emily Wants to Play. I want to see him get. That would be cool, but I don't know.
And also, speaking of games, we found out that game that we found. Remember last episode we didn't know what game it was with the little boy and the dog. It was actually called Hearts of Darkness.
Oh, yes, that's right. We found it. It was Hearts of Darkness.
So
we have Hearts of Darkness.
Tomba
and Tomba 2 are both downloadable. Heart of Darkness is not, so we have to buy that on eBay. We did find it on eBay, though. Tomba 2, and we found Jet Moto 1 are all downloadable on PlayStation 3, $5 each, which is a really great deal for 3 games. And there was another game, Fighting Force 1. Those are all tentative downloads. We didn't buy them yet, but we have a 20% off that we got with the new PlayStation 4.
Fighting Force could be a perfect bros team for my channel.
After
700, everything's going to go into effect.
So my cousin will shut up. He wants to know what your guys' favorite Smash character.
For Smash Brothers 1 is
the newest game, and that has to be Link, Ike, Cloud, Ryu for me. Those are my top 4. Ryu. Why not? Yeah. It's because you keep telling me Ryu.
I thought it was, but for me is Marth, Lucina, Cloud, Mewtwo, and the other one, Mario.
Of course, Mario.
Well, Mario's my favorite.
Green Lantern Corps, Edge of Oblivion, then Green Lantern. Better. I think that it's a continuation. Tevi says the Division better be good. Frank says the Division better not suck. I know they're coming out with a new Sonic and Metabot. Oh, a new Sonic and Metabots?
I didn't know Sonic had anything to do with
Metabots. It's time to look something up. Nick, Edge of Oblivion is only one issue so it's hard to tell. Greg Pak is taking over Teen Titans with issue 18. Life is Strange. Thank you, Tevia. Music is the game I was talking about. They came out this month that we're waiting for a physical copy of. Music is no longer on live streams on Twitch for WWE 2K16. Go figure.
Really? Wow.
Are you gonna play the game where you keep 18s alive? Yes.
18.
That's till dawn.
Oh.
Until dawn. We will do Until Dawn also. We might, since we're already, late on that game, we might save it. We might save a lot of horror games, except Soma, because, we did that on Halloween. We would like to finish that. But other than Soma, we might save some horror games for closer to October or in October. It really just depends on the game load. And it looks like we do have a lot to play as is already. But even counting the new games as we are going to be doing them, whenever we get the chance, we definitely...
Yeah, we're going to try to do those because after last time with what happened with that, the aliens omnibuses...
What do you mean we already played that? I didn't play Until Dawn yet, Frank. Any opinion on Fallout 4? It's okay. See, that's a game I don't think I would record even. I'm having fun with it. It was piped and everything. I liked it. Obviously, it was in my top, but it's not a game I really could spend hours on for some reason. I could spend hours on an open world like Grand Theft Auto 5. I could spend hours on that. Mad Max, I could spend hours on that.
I would like to try Grand Theft Auto 5.
Even
it's not a Nintendo game because I can't do Nintendo.
Even Metal Gear Solid, I could spend hours on that, but for some reason I can't wrap my mind around Fallout 4 too much anymore. Did you remember doing a Let's Play of GoldenEye remake? Yes, I remember doing that, and there's a playlist for it. I've seen it. Yes, I did start. My ex-girlfriend actually went above and beyond and not only bought me the Wii version of GoldenEye, but she actually got me the golden controller. Remember the golden Wii controller?
We have it still.
We do. I think it's under the bed.
It is.
We actually have. Could you grab it?
Yeah.
We actually still have the golden Wiimote controller that went with it. She got me like a special edition, and it came with the golden Wiimote controller, which kind of had they added the hand parts to it. Yeah. So no, yeah, I might get back to that. I might start over, but I might get back to that, Nick. Until Dawn was awesome. Okay, thank you, Alan. I live stream WWE 2K16 every Thursday. Oh, that's cool.
I think I did enough.
Didn't you play it off camera? Play what? No, Until Dawn. I played off camera, yeah, but I didn't beat it. I didn't record it yet. Same here. I can't spend hours on Fallout 4 either. Fallout 3 I can get invested in. Fallout 4 never ends. It's why I quit on 3. I'm going to stream Fallout 4. I think, you know what I'm going to stream? You know what's another game I could live on forever? Just Cause 3. I actually played a little bit and then I deleted the file because I wanted to actually record my reactions to the game. So I stopped, I deleted the file, and I'm going to restart it. Just Cause 3 is another really fun game in my opinion. So I'm going to probably attempt to live stream Just Cause 3 the way Jordan does it, the way he said through the PlayStation 4. You just click the share button.
You watched his stream I saw on Facebook post.
Yeah, I watched the stream. We had a good time, and I'm going to definitely do it. I'm going to live stream Arkham Knight on Twitch. Just Cause 3 is amazing. I'm not going to, I don't know if I think I can actually. I think the option on PS4 is for Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah, you can.
I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to stream for Frontline Gaming's own YouTube channel right now because...
It needs videos.
Yeah, because we definitely want to put videos up on there. I'm obviously not going to do it on this channel because this is not a gaming channel, but we'll do a little bit for Frontline Gaming Zone on YouTube first, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll try something with my name on Twitch, like my own, instead of posting them on this channel, I'll post them on I do have a Twitch. I have a Dark Avenger C86 Twitch. So maybe I'll live stream to my Twitch. But for Frontline Gaming Zone, I'll always probably live stream straight to YouTube. My live streams will probably be mostly multiplayer, though. Just Cause 3 is awesome. Any opinions on Tales of Mysteria? If I knew what that was. If I get a copyright tag, it's fine. It just means that the companies are going to put their own advertisements on my video and not me. And Frontline Gaming Zone doesn't have ads yet, so technically it's just a company putting ads on the video. So as long as I don't get, the video flagged or taken down, I really could care less. If they want to put their commercials on, whatever. I'm not making money anyway off of it.
Well, believe me, I worry about 700 about my music that I'm going to use, and I hope that doesn't do anything. That will be coming soon. Hopefully.
And yes, don't forget, Alan, you do have to review Tremors 4 this weekend. So, all right, we're getting close to the 10:30 marker. I really don't want to go too long tonight. I don't want to push my voice too far. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of updates. Of course, I'll keep doing comments for a bit, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up. So, updates. I'm going to be doing a video this weekend, now that I can talk, on just sleep. Thank you. I'm probably going to do a video this weekend on my book progression. I'm going to be starting to do a video on that every once in a while. No spoilers involved with the books, more just basically my journey from beginning all the way through to it's snowing.
Oh, yeah. And it's sticking.
Oh, joy, it's snowing. Maybe I'll move the camera after I finish the updates to show you guys outside, not before. So, what I'm going to be doing, it's kind of like a progress video series where I'll tell you guys where I'm at doing my book, what I'm doing at the moment, stuff like that. It's going to be, I'll explain more as when the first video comes out, but it's mostly going to be like, for example, I finished the first part of the first issue. I took this, and that from my old story. I put it into the new one. I actually updated the story a little bit. I'm doing a massive rewrite, which kind of it goes more towards the original way I had the story set up instead of the newer way I was doing, and I'll explain why in the first video. But really, it's just going to be more of a progress video so you guys know where I'm at. And even after I'm done writing the first issue, I'll let you guys know where the book's at. Like, I contact the artist. The artist sent me the first couple of pages. They looked awesome. You guys are going to love it, yada, yada. Or, just the progression. And then when I start story 2, same thing. This is not going to be a weekly series. It's not going to be monthly. There's no definitive when it's coming out, but they'll be sporadic, kind of like Outside the Pages, which I'm also finishing, one that I should have finished at the end of the summer. Unfortunately, I couldn't because during the summer things got very busy, and then the new format on the channel, and then new format didn't work so well. So we'll see. I'm also looking into, and I want your guys' honest opinion on this, because I had, and Brant's really the reason why I started thinking about this more. And, Brant was an awesome friend since the day I met him. But when I met him, he had Zone 4. And throughout most of the first couple of months I knew Brant, I only knew him through Zone 4. And he got me really interested in podcasting again. And he let me on, he invited me on Zone 4. I did Zone 4. Me and him went on to do the related recap, which we had a lot of fun doing, but then we went on to doing Hall of Toys, which split off into Hall of Toys and Hit Points, which now Hall of Toys is whenever we have the time. Hit Points, there is an update for that. We'll save that. But then we went into vidcasting, which is the Chris and Brandt show, which kind of eliminated the podcasting part, but it still was kind of podcasting because you could take the audio and you could upload the audio. So what I was thinking, and I mean, I did it with It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Podcast, and I will be doing It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Podcast, or It's a Podcast for short. I'll be doing it with Dan, actually. Dan's going to be my co-host on there. We're just hammering out dates right now. Dan is very, very busy doing a lot of things. So I'm waiting to find a perfect window of opportunity to start that up. But when I do, it's going to be awesome. Wild Card, I got a few people involved on that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But I'm really looking into doing my own my own podcast again, and trying to get it on iTunes. That's why I've actually been looking into venues like, I forgot what this site was called, but I actually have it saved, SoundCloud. It's a monthly fee, but I can upload audio files unlimited but I would probably only do a once a week show. What I was thinking of doing was actually my own kind of podcast, like the Dark Avenger podcast. It would be a mixture of everything. Because, again, I don't want to repeat myself. Like, for example, what I'm doing here, I don't want to do on that show as well. So that's kind of why I'm not really getting too far into it yet. I'm just really planning. I was just wondering what you guys think. Would you listen to a podcast show if I had one on iTunes or if it was on SoundCloud? Would you guys be interested in listening to that? Because I really, I have a lot of time where I can't be on camera because I'm doing something, but recording voice-wise, A, you could be a lot more comfortable. B, you could be literally running around frantic while being on the microphone and talking about whatever. So I'm just wondering what your guys' opinions on podcasts are. Do you listen to a lot of them? Would you be interested in listening to this? This would be a mixture of many things. It would be a mixture of stuff from Wildcard, stuff I do here, stuff that, comic-related, movies, TV, everything. Life especially, because on weeks where nothing happens, life is definitely going to be my biggest focal point, and video games. I always wanted to see, the thing was I always wanted to categorize, like I want a video game show, I want a toy show, I want a live show. Instead of sectioning everything off into its own show for myself, not saying anything about the shows I already do, I'm talking about just for me. When it comes to a podcast, I want to involve and incorporate all of that instead of doing a game podcast, a toy podcast, or this podcast, or that podcast, because I'm already doing that. So I want to do something that's more me. This would be a me kind of podcast, me talking about the things I love. And yes, it involves Pokemon cards. It involves Magic cards. It involves a lot of there we go. I'm involved in and do a lot of things. I really like a lot of things. There are very few things I don't like. Very few. There are a lot of things, unfortunately, I can't keep up with, like TV and stuff like that. But there are a lot of things I like. So this would kind of be my way of sharing all the things I like. The fee is not too bad for, a monthly podcast. And, things could spark from it. Maybe Mike will get it on his own podcast. He'll do like a Dude Rock podcast. I don't know. We're slowing down. Okay, we stopped. So I don't know, but maybe things could come of it. But of course, as always, any podcast or vidcast that's on here, like Anime Weekly, which by the way is part of the Zone 4 podcast network, any podcast I do, regardless of if it's my own or not, it is part of the Zone 4 podcast network. And you guys should check out zone4podcast.com. It's a really awesome show. It really reignited the flame of podcasting in me a little bit. And I've worked with Brant now for several years, and I love work. And no offense to you. You've been my broadcast partner for a long time also. But Brant has been an amazing partner as well.
Yeah, he is.
There, so I don't have to insult you.
You weren't insulting. But I agree. I'm agreeing.
I've really enjoyed doing all the podcasts I did with Brent. We always had a great time, and when the good times started to get old, or when things kind of started to feel stagnant, we either changed it up, had the show taken away from us, or time wouldn't allow us to do it, or we redid the show in a different way, or incorporated it into something else we did. So Brent has been an amazing partner. Unfortunately, Brant is super busy now. Brant is the head of Last Ember Press. And if you guys think it's easy running a comic book company, it is anything but. Believe me, the things I hear that he goes through, it's crazy. And growing up, I've always wanted my own comic company. But after seeing all the stuff, I don't think I'd be able to, because of all the stuff I do here, all the stuff I do for other channels, Life, Child. Yeah, there is no way. So I got to give a huge, and everybody really should pay, I got to give Brent not only credit, props, everything. He undertook something huge, and he is doing a really great job. And I think the plans he has for this year are amazing. And if everything I think everything will get done and more, but I'm really excited. I think Brant's he's an amazing leader when it comes to Last Ember Press. Him and Lisa have been working their asses off, both of them, and they've been doing amazing work with Last Ember Press, and they've got amazing ideas, and God willing, there's a lot of really great things coming from the company, and I'm honored and I'm proud to say that I'm a part of Last Ember Press's line of comics. And I know that I wouldn't want my comic published anywhere else. And yes, I know a lot of people said, why don't you try, Image or other comic, the indie companies. No, I'm very happy because I know that Brant and Lisa's mind and the way they think about comics and the way they treat their comics is in sync with the way I treat and care about my stories. And whereas I know other companies wouldn't screw with stories or creators, they would really let them do whatever they want. I feel safer, secure, and I feel like I'm in the right place when it comes to Last Ember Press, when it comes to my superhero comic book and a few other books that I'm working on. I hope you guys check out my book when it comes out. I'm working really hard. To give you guys an idea, I've redone the first story 4 times now. There's the original story I wrote when I was 15 or 14. There's the remade one I did. There's a remake of the remade one I did, which is the one that was going to be official for Last Ember Press. And now there's the way that goes all the way back to the original, the original story, except with a few changes. So there's 4 times I've redone this story because I want to make it perfect. I want you guys to read it. I want you guys to like it. I'm going crazy to make sure that the artist is, obviously, money is a problem. So, I mean, for what I can spend, I'm making sure that the artist that I can afford does justice to the book and will make the book look amazing. I wish I had $1 million. If I did, no, I would not get Jim Lee, but I would get somebody well-known to do the book. Unfortunately, I'm not a millionaire. Maybe one day, not today. And if I was a millionaire, I'd probably be doing what Markiplier does and donating a bunch of money to people and places that need it. God bless Markiplier. I swear to God, he's an amazing person. Donates so much money to so many different charities. If I ever make it to where he is, that's exactly what I'm going to do as well. Because he knows he doesn't need all that money and he helps other people with it. And that's exactly what I want to do. I would make the money and I literally, obviously I'd need some for myself. I have a family, I have a son and everything. But the rest of that money, the rest of the money that wouldn't be needed would go to animal shelters that need it, to children that need it, to hospitals that need it, to researchers that need, for diseases that can be cured. There's so many things that need funding. And you have to make sure it's not a place that takes your money and just runs away with it and they don't do any research. So be careful where you donate. I always do my research before I donate anything. We are active donators to WWF, to WCS, which is what's in New York. And also I donate every once in a while to children, to several children charities. I'm going to see what you guys are saying now about the podcast. AJ Styles is now confirmed for WWE. Thank you, freaking God. Thank you, God. We were talking about that.
AJ Styles. Huh.
Tales of Vestiria is a JRPG game. I don't play that many RPG games. By the way, tell Mike I enjoyed The Hobbit. Oh, I showed Alan last night. They're taking The Hobbit to Isengard from Brooklyn Boys. Because he didn't know what we did on Brooklyn Boys. Or he hadn't seen any videos yet. So I shared it. Alan.
Alan Nolan. Yeah. You show him the Cornholio ones that I did.
Brain, is there a post? And I think he's in the Rumble. Yes, I've heard supposed to entry 14. We'll find out. Hey, Mike. Mike T's in the comments.
Hello, Mike.
Did you talk about the article? Yes, I did. Unfortunately, you missed that a little bit earlier. I imagine I didn't rant. I actually said if it's a reboot where they kind of mesh or either they go back to the old DCU or they mesh the old and the new, I'm fine with that. But if it's just to renumber the books or to redo or to change again, that's stupid. Then it's dumb. Everybody's saying hi. How you doing? We have over a half a foot of snow in Pittsburgh. Dear God, a half a foot, and it just started snowing here. We're gonna probably have the same shit. I hate you guys. Why would I ever watch something from you guys? It's not like I'm subscribed to all your channels or anything. No, it's not like you're part of Brooklyn Boys as well, Mike T.
Mm-hmm. Wink, wink.
Have you played Heavy Rain? Why does that sound familiar? I think we did. Sounds like you're really passionate about it. Just go for it, man. Now I wish I had a PlayStation 1 and get Crash Bash. Crash is all if you have a PS3, Crash Bandicoot, I think is all downloadable. You can download all the games, I think.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, and then Almighty David said a podcast would be great. You should definitely do it. I need something to listen to. Yeah, that's what I mean. On YouTube, you can't really watch it on your phone, and I've tested it. You pause the video, you come back. Sometimes the video reloads, and you don't know where you were at. And if you turn off the video, it doesn't work. But with iTunes and with podcasts, you could listen on the go, and you don't have to watch anything. You don't have to say, "Look at this," and then you have to, "Oh, what? Okay." So that's why that was another reason why I was thinking about podcasting, because then you don't have to see anything. I'll just be talking about stuff, and you'll be listening, and it makes it easier. Tevye said, "Go for it." Alan said, "Newspaper business, not easy, LOL. I wish I had a PlayStation and Xboxes. I wish him luck, man. And pretty much every system. We have pretty much every system. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm afraid to move the camera because when I did that on the Marvel rant, remember, everything went shit after that. So I'll show you guys everything in a moment. And I actually have something I wanted to make mention of. Are you guys getting Raven by Marv Wolfman? No. Maybe digitally, but not physically, that's for sure. What games do you love to hate the most? Love to hate. Love to hate.
Like love to hate as in not like
As in hate it, but we love hating it. Christ, I have no, but I don't love the game at all. I hate DMC. And I love to hate it because hopefully that means we won't get a DMC 2. Okay, that's a statement. If you are really doing that, you're going to donate money for us in the chat. If I'm a real millionaire, there's a lot of things I want to do. But paying people in the chat, to watch? Paying you to watch me, you mean? That would be mean. That means you don't want to watch me for me. That reminds me of, okay, here's a story. This is actually sparking a story. When I was in school, I was a very quiet kid. And I was actually talking to Alan about this because I was very quiet. I never talked. People thought I didn't speak English. But when I did start talking, I wanted to make friends. And not money. But my mom used to give me money for snacks, or she used to give me candy to bring because you could bring candy. We were allowed to bring candy to school. Crazy concept, I know. But after lunch, we were allowed to go to the auditorium and do whatever we wanted. Sit down and talk with our friends, eat candy, whatever. Even at the lunchroom table, wake up.
I am up.
And
I'm tired after work.
Okay. But what happened was I used to get these, if anybody knows it, they were called Now and Later bars. They're this big. And inside a Now and Later bar, there's 3 flavors. And in each of the 3 flavors, it's little squares. They're kind of like, it's like Jolly Ranchers and Starburst. It's a Jolly Rancher and Starburst together because you can't eat it 1, 2, 3. You have to let it dissolve like a Jolly Rancher, but it basically is the same makeout as a Starburst. And usually it was cherry, grape, apple, or they advertised what was on them. And what I used to do is I kept the cherry, because there was 6. It was like that much. And I used to give candy out to people. And they were my friends as long as I gave them candy. And, when you're a kid, you don't think that. You're like, oh, I'm popular. People like me. Yep. And then I realized one day, I woke up and the realization hit me in, I don't remember exactly what grade, but it's like, holy crap. If I didn't give them candy, I wonder. And one week, I didn't bring candy in at all. Can you imagine what happened?
That was you.
I'm just checking. Hold on. That's great, Cindy. I'm not sure if you're watching the video. But yeah, I stopped giving them candy, and basically I became invisible again. So it's like, holy crap. They don't like me for me. They like me for what I can give them. And ever since then, I used to buy, my mom used to give me the Now and Later bar, and before I went to school, I always opened it, and I always took what I wanted, and that was it. The rest stayed home. I never liked the grape. I always gave grape to one of my friends who was my friend before I started bringing candy to school. or I think I brought it in a few times, but I gave it to the people who I knew were my friends. I did have a clique or a group of people I was friends with, and they were the ones I shared the candy with. Then people would come up and be like, "Hey, you got any extra candy, man?" And I'm like, "No, I already gave it out. You missed out today." And they would never get it again. I had a very interesting childhood. I grew up very interesting, and maybe one day I could share the full story with you guys, maybe on a podcast or something, but I led a very interesting childhood, a childhood that involved a fantasy world of amazing and crazy adventures. I could make a comic book up about my imagination and how wild. I was in a classroom once, and I was so bored, I pretended I was a secret agent and my desk was a computer, okay? That's how bored I was in 5th grade because the lesson was so boring, because it was stuff I knew, and we were like going over it for the umpteenth time, and it's like, I know this. I got 100 on the test. Why are we doing this again? So I had a very wild imagination. It was crazy. When I was a kid, I was nuts. I'm still nuts. So that's the story. If I have to pay you to watch me, then that means you're not watching me for me. You're watching me to make money, though. So I know that's not what you meant, Frank. I love you. And if I could give you or anybody who needs the money, I would, in the heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I would give anyone I know who needs money. I would get every single homeless person off the street, starting with the soldiers, who are homeless. You know how many soldiers, American soldiers, after they retire or they get to a certain age, they're homeless? The first thing I do would be to get all the homeless people off the streets. First of all, you knock down half of these stupid golf courses. There's like 1 million golf courses, and they're acres and acres of land. You build freaking, not projects, but you build shelters. And you'd be surprised how many homeless people. I know a few of you like golf, and I'm sorry if I'm pissing you off. I really am. I mean, baseball fields, you could do the same thing, but baseball is a Okay. Baseball is a televised sport. Football is a televised sport. Golf is a televised sport, but not all golf courses are televised. Every single baseball stadium is televised. There can be some golf courses that, I mean, yes, I'm sorry I'm pissing a few golf people off, but where is the room? Where would you build it then? There is nowhere. You take a few parking lots away and build little shelters there, yeah. But golf courses are the biggest piece of land. You could build like at least 7 or 8 shelters on a golf course, and you could save hundreds of lives by giving up one golf course. 100 people who are living on the street and sure to die within the year can be saved, taken care of, have a roof over their head at least, and try to make their way back to society. So you tell me, what would you rather do? Play golf or help a few people? Help a few hundred people who are on the streets, not able to eat, no electricity, no internet, no nothing. Imagine that. Spend a day out in your backyard or something and pretend like you don't live in your house. It's very bad. These people have it the worst. So not all. Some of them deserve, some of them get thrown out. Some of them are bad people that, get thrown out and there's nowhere for them to go. And it's a different story. But these are people that don't deserve to be on the street. I just went on a horrible rant and I'm going to stop now. Because a lot of golf people hate me probably. But just think about that. Destroying one golf course saves hundreds of lives. That's what you get for the destruction of one golf course. Chris, there was a way to make a podcast like you guys. I would do it. There is. Go on SoundCloud, Tevya. Look up how much it is. If you could afford it, go for it. Stares at the camera. Chris, are you getting Justice League Darkseid War Special 1? Possibly. DMC 2. Oops. Small. Thank you. DMC2 Electric Boogaloo. Chris, any opinion on Devil May Cry? I love the original series. Own all of the original series now. Do not like DMC. I will not own DMC. Come on, I need the money from my mom. I already answered that. I'm not going anywhere. DMC sucked. I like DMC, Tevya said. Are all your systems hooked up to one TV? I will show you. Not all are hooked up on one TV, but we do have the Retro Trio, which we do hook up. It's not, you won't see the system, but it is hooked up here. We're trying to get a PS2 Slim. That will be hooked up here. And then I think the only systems that we don't have hooked up are all of our retro systems because of the Retro Trio, PlayStation 1, which is in the living room, and N64, which we do have. We have the plugs and everything behind the TV, but that's also like the Retro Trio. We have that away, and when we want it, we take it out. And we don't have any Sega Saturn or whatnot. We never played Sega Saturn. I feel like that was an 80s thing. Now and laters, shut up, you jerk. Now and laters are like milk duds. If you ever had a loose tooth, it would rip. Yes, sir, it would. Banana is a huge favorite here in Tennessee. I love banana. I love banana flavored candies. Not a bad idea. I always imagine myself in Boy Meets. That was who people thought they thought I was related. Remember, they thought I was related to Corey Matthews. Ben Savage. I need money. The kid I sat next to in middle school used to imagine people getting shot down. Wow, that's
kind of.
I wonder why you haven't kept in touch. Over 72,000 veterans are homeless or something like that a year. Mike T knows. Mike T is huge when it comes to Army and stuff like that. So hoorah to you, Mike T. I might be getting a job at a GameStop this year. That's awesome. Golf. Mike T says golf sucks. Frank says golf is boring. The only golf games that are televised are the 4 majors. Exactly. So you don't need the other minor courses. I would help people, or if they could find a way to convert trash into energy, Back to the Future 2, then take out all the landfills. Yeah, and you can build shelters on the landfills too. That's very true, Mike. Good. That's a very good idea. I think every comic book fan wants to help people deep down. Yes, I've watched all the videos. I laughed so hard. My boss was laughing too. Which videos, Alan, were you and your boss laughing at? Question, any opinion on Bayonetta versus Dante? Dante wins.
No, that's a Dante.
Oh, bored, not born. Oh, well, that's still pretty shot down whenever he was bored. I still shot down. That's I hope he got help at least. This is going to surprise a lot of you, but I don't believe in guns. I don't like guns. I've never held a gun. I've never touched a gun, and I never plan to. I don't like guns. I've never in my life liked guns. There was a game, I think it was called Bushido, where, remember, it was kind of like Street Fighter where you go from level to level and you pick a samurai, and there was one where one of the samurais used a gun, and the samurai I always used to play said, you use a gun, there's no honor in a gun, and you have to fight this guy with a gun. It was so cool. I beat that game so many times. I loved it. It was a very short game, very, very short. It's like Street Fighter, length. So much fun. But ever since then, I'm like, wow, that's really true. I like that. There's no honor in using a gun. There's no honor in using a sword either. We shouldn't be killing each other. Nobody should kill anybody else. The bad people should just be put in an isolated island somewhere, and we would all be safe. But that's just the way it is. But I don't believe in killing. That comes from Superman. I don't believe in killing. I mean, there are circumstances where killing is, where if a person does something so humanly wrong, like certain people who were put to death recently, where, justice unfortunately has to, consider and sometimes take that route. But I would never be the executioner. That's for sure. I don't believe in killing. I don't like guns. I love swords. Swords are gorgeous, especially if you find really cool designed ones. They're really cool. I wanted to start a sword collection. Maybe I will in the middle of 2016. I don't know. But I love swords. I've always been a huge fan of swords. When I was a kid, I begged my mom for months, please buy me a sword. I'll never use it. I just want to display it. Finally, she caved and got me and Michael, because she accidentally bought 2 instead of 1. We both got red samurai swords. And they were so shittily made. It wasn't even funny, but I was so ecstatic. It was like, I have a sword. I own a sword finally, which then led to the Link, the Legends of Zelda sword, the Wolverine claws, the Attack on Titan sword. I have Trunks' sword. The red sword is still there. And ironically, the red lace around the handle's gone. What other sword do we get any others, or was that it? We have a keyblade, but that doesn't really count as a sword per se.
Well, that doesn't belong to us, really.
It's Ellie's, but Ellie gave it to us to hold and watch over. So
yeah,
Ellie is an avid cosplayer. For those of you that didn't know, if she had enough money, she'd be cosplaying at every single convention around the world. Ellie is so cool. She actually lent us her microphone until we can get a better one, or until we can get a microphone. And if the podcasts go really well, I will definitely be looking into a more, not saying it's not, it is, but I'll be looking into a more professional microphone as well.
Well, I could say, my girlfriend's very nice to give stuff like
Oh,
that.
no, I'm saying I would look into a better microphone,
I
but
know,
something
but
big.
I'm just saying for her.
Brooklyn Boys, Alan, you showed your boss Brooklyn Boys, and he laughed. That's a great thing. I was telling, I'll tell Alan last night what I wanted for this channel. I told him I don't feel like my channel is reaching what I wanted. I feel like I want to do more. I've always, reviews are great for writers and for companies, because that's what people, and for you guys that are questioning, what's good to read, what's not good to read, what sucks and what's great, what, are these worth buying? Are these cards worth buying? Is that toy cool enough? Show me what this toy looks like. That's what I do. Okay. When I'm not sure if I want something, I'll watch a review on it. And if I see that it looks cool, like, for example, the Kamen Rider belt, right? I wasn't sure if I'd like it. It's an eye. It's an eye. But I watched a few reviews on it, and I'm like, okay, it looks interesting enough. And same thing with figures, collectibles. Funkos, not so much. Funkos, what you see in the pictures is what you get. You don't need a review unless it's an exclusive and the picture really doesn't do it justice. That's different. But if it's just a standard Funko for $10, splurge it to $10. It's worth it. It's a Funko figure. But I wanted to do more. And Brooklyn Boys, remember how many emails we used to get from people saying, you really helped me out in a really depressing time. I was, really down. This person died, or this happened in my life, and watching your videos really made a difference. It made me smile. It made me forget about all the troubles in the world, yada, yada. That's what I want for this channel. I think that's what I can do with my podcast that I'm planning as well. So you never know. That's what my goal is also. To do reviews, that's what I do. I love showing stuff off like toys and whatnot, and doing, random things, but at the same time doing something. That's why Brooklyn Boys still exists, because we still do things, completely random things, and it's to make people laugh. And yes, we look like complete jackasses. I'm not going to lie. Half the time I believe we are jackasses. But as you can see through Alan's, comment, we make people laugh. That's the point.
And sometimes we could go to the extreme. Mostly me, but that's just me.
Okay, I think I went too far down. Any opinion on Brooklyn Boys? Any opinion on Scorch Trials, the sequel to first Maze Runner movie? Not really. I have to watch Maze Runner first. I believe in guns because they exist. I just don't think anyone should own them. Well, that's what I mean when I say I don't believe in guns. I don't want to own one ever, and I don't want to touch one either. So unfortunately, the world is becoming a place where it's pretty dangerous, and those beliefs sometimes, to protect your family, you have to put your beliefs aside. I hope it doesn't come that far to that. Am I the only one that remembers the green anaconda video now?
Oh, the green anaconda.
I remember that.
I remember that.
I want to see some videos of Street Fighter V on FGZ. We'll do it. We
will.
Are you interested about Ubisoft's For Honor? I saw that. Yes, I actually saw that. I don't know when it comes out. I think I had it on the list and then it disappeared.
Which one?
For Honor. It looks kind of like the way
Medal of Honor?
No, For Honor. I'll show you later. I saw it. I know what he's talking about. Unless we use magic on Superman. Don't get me started, Alan.
No.
That is not a weakness. Random question. Do I have an accent? I saw a thing where people from Ohio. No, you do not have an accent, Mike. You're fine. You sound no accenty. Swords are better than guns. Mike T, everyone has an accent because there's not you know what? DNGN is right. There is not solely one way to speak a language. You are deep, DNGN. You are really deep and really true. That is very true. I want the power sword. That'd be cool. Have you guys ever played Raving Rabbids game? Yes.
Yes, we have.
Oh, yes. Fun stuff.
That's another game that I would definitely do for FGZ. The Raven Rabbids.
That's another game, yeah. What happened to your Yeti? I just showed it, Mike. It's right there. You mean the snowball? The snowball is gone. We put it away. Have you ever seen the anime Sword Art Online? No. But I did watch another anime, and remind me, and I'll mention it in a moment. It literally, the 3rd episode is coming out tomorrow. I'll mention it. It's going to be on the show also, but I'll talk about it here real quick. Is that the Fruit Ninja one? That's Kamen Rider. No, the Fruit Ninja one we never got. I have 2 Funko figures. Any opinion on Dreamfall chapters? No. Favorite MMO game?
MMO.
I don't have an MMO game that's my favorite, to be honest. My great aunt died recently. I'm sorry about that, Frank. I can't believe it's almost been 10 years for BBZ. Did you guys realize that? Yeah, 8 years. 2 more years, it'll be 10 years for Brooklyn Boys. You are. Thank you, Mike. Any opinion on StarCraft? Nope. Not a one. Sorry, Frank. But so am I. Us jackasses have to stick together. It is true. You guys are awesome. You make me laugh. I'm glad we make you laugh, Frank. I've seen the Scorch Trials. It was okay. My sister would keep a metal bat under her bed in case we have a robbery. I have a metal bat. I do the opposite reviews, at least with comics. I usually hold off on watching reviews until I read. Well, that's comics. Yes, I agree with you in that. When it comes to comic books, sometimes movies and TV, I never watch a review until I read my books. What I mean is the only things I ever watch before buying something, collectibles, toys, sometimes even video games to make sure they're worth buying, and sometimes movie and TV, same reason, to see if I want the DVD because I don't see it in the theater. But as far as comic books, no, I rarely watch a comic review before reading the book myself because I don't want them spoiled. I mean, if I get told things that happen in them, it doesn't bother me. But watching a full-on review, like where they go from the beginning of the book to the end, no. Then I'm like you, DNG, and I don't watch it. Guys, shouldn't we let them go do their whole video? We don't have a whole video to do.
All books aren't here.
Nope. The opposite with comic book reviews. Exactly.
And we have all night, even if the books did come, so.
I try to do comic reviews on old. Yeah, I might do a few old myself. Do you play SWTOR? If you tell me what SWOTR is, I can tell you.
SWOTR. Why does it sound familiar?
It sounds familiar, but I need to know for sure. Sup, guys? Nerdy Vision is here. What up, Nerdy Vision?
Oh.
I did. Did I miss everything? Mostly, yeah. We're kind of rounding out the show now. I was going to talk about one of the new animes I started watching. Any opinion on Heroes Reborn, the finale? I don't watch Heroes Reborn, so I don't have an opinion. Frank, really?
What?
I'm pissed that it built another cliffhanger. Because in my opinion, Heroes Reborn, I didn't watch it. I'll never have closure from Heroes. Did you guys give your thoughts on Suicide Squad trailer? Yes. I said I'm not interested in it, Mike. I'm here. Suicide Squad just isn't for me. Not my cup of tea. Johnny Cage or The Miz? Johnny Cage overall. Exactly. Star Wars: The Old Republic. I enjoyed that game when it came out. That was fun. That's an MMO game, but it wasn't. If I'm asked my favorite, I need to play more than just one MMO game. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. I know you're only kidding, Frank. That's why I pointed it out. You, both of you. Yeah, that was another video we did. So there was one anime I watched that Jeremy shared with me this week. It's called Luck and Logic. Holy crap, that series looks awesome, and it's only 2 episodes in. You should watch it. It's about this alien, I think they're aliens at least, and these logistics, and they get these little cards, and they merge together, and they form these superheroes, and they have to keep the world safe from demons and dark forces that come in from another world. There was a lot of talking in the first 2 episodes, though, I will say that, and it was really cool. The action was really sick. And I love the main character already. I can't say his name for spit, but I love him. I call him Y because his name starts with a Y, but I probably couldn't say it. And if I could say it, I'd butcher it. So if you want to see a new anime that looks really cool, Luck and Logic. Myself and Jeremy will be talking about it on Anime Weekly this week. So if you want to know what Luck and Logic is, stay tuned for Anime Weekly.
So
All right, so I'm gonna read these comments. Do you have a funny bone in? I have a funny bone in my body. I have lots of them, unfortunately. Let's hear what anime you're currently watching. I have Nerdy Vision. If you check out Anime Weekly, those are the ones myself and Jeremy are watching now. Luck and Logic is the newest one added to that list. Yes, I love that show. Oh, awesome. So you know that show. How many Star Wars games have you played? Most of them. I want a new Rogue Squadron game. Try Toontown rewritten on PC. PC games are touch and go. I just binged One Punch Man. I loved it, and I haven't been into anime since the 90s. One Punch Man is the best anime I've watched in years, and that really refueled me into anime. It's in Japanese, Tevya. I rarely watch anime in English. I like to watch the new stuff out of Japan straight, not the stuff that we dub years later in America. I do. I watch dubbing sometimes, but I like watching fresh, brand new anime. So is his only ability is a shield that reflects? I don't know. So far, we've only seen the shield. He's Nerdy Vision is talking about Luck and Logic. He's able to produce a shield with his hand. I think that at some point they'll make more, but even if it is just a shield, think Captain America, Nerdy Vision. He could be like a Captain America. He uses it. The shield did a reflect on in episode 1 where it absorbed all the energy and then shot it out again. So maybe, I don't know. I like his new costume as opposed to, apparently, I feel like the one thing the anime made me feel like was I missed the season 1, which I didn't, because he looked completely different, because apparently he merged with somebody else and it made him look more spider. His costume is more spider-esque. This new person, this new alien that he merges with, makes him kind of look more like a white cloak and wizard-esque. Think of Kamen Rider Gaiam when he when he ate the golden fruit kind of deal going on. So that's what he had when he fused with the new person. I don't play Lego. I have a lot of Lego games though. Captain America's New Shield. Yeah, it's all right, Mike T. Not the best, but One Punch Man versus Superman. Who wins if Superman goes all out? Unfortunately, One Punch Man, he never loses. Anime role model? I don't really have a role model per se, but I do like One Punch Man. Aren't you going to show your systems? Yes, I'll do that now. All right, so really quickly, and I think I just unplugged it. Did I? No, okay. So, what was I going to show? The systems, and then there was some, and then the snow.
Well, what if the thing goes out?
If the thing goes out, I hope it doesn't, but this is basically the end of the show anyway, so let's pray. Let us all pray together, okay? Okay, you stay in front of the camera over here, and I'm going to move the camera so you can tell. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to gently move the camera. So these, there's our system layout right now. You got the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and we got some Pokemon and stuff in between them. Got some games here. Xbox 360, Xbox One. Don't you dare turn on. The 2 Wii consoles. The hookups for the Retro Trio and the N64 are behind the TV. Like I said, PlayStation 2 we want to get, and we probably would fit it somewhere over here because I believe you can stand the PlayStation 2 up. If not, we would probably put it on top of the, we get a book like we did here and put it on top of the Xbox 360. And PlayStation 1's in the living room. As far as the snow, let's see how the snow looks outside. I don't know. It might be too dark. Is it too dark on the screen, Mike?
Actually, wow, you can actually see it.
It's snow.
Wow. Oh, wow, it is sticking. Look at that. A blanket of white. Yeah. Brace yourselves. Winter is coming.
Shut up.
I had to say that. I couldn't help it. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I had to say winter is coming.
I hope I didn't get anything on the lens.
They saw your face.
Well, they've seen my face before.
Yeah, but not that close.
Snowing. Yeah. Hey, you know what would be cool? If we did a live stream where all I did was put the camera out the window and like, would it be cool, guys, if we ever did a 24-hour live stream? Unfortunately, we'd have to do multiple shows because I believe for Google Plus. You can only do it for a certain amount of hours. But would it be cool if we did like a 24-hour live show-esque show, like where literally we put the camera somewhere and for 24 hours you're basically in our house somewhere, probably in this room, most likely.
I am in the middle. No,
Move over. You
Ah.
can stay there now. That would be cool if you guys. That would be fun. Or we just point the camera out the window.
I'm trying, but you.
We'll point the camera somewhere, and now Mike deleted your guys' comment.
I didn't delete it.
He didn't delete it. He didn't delete it. I'm just scaring you guys. He moved the thing, so now I've got to get back into the comments. So give us a second to get back in. And you're gonna probably hear my voice again because I'm gonna have to reboot the thing. Oh no, you won't hear my voice. Okay, Goku and Gohan, Itachi. I should sleep now. Okay, Ray. So if you're going to bed, have a good night. I saw Meep. Yep, Meep is up there in between the PlayStation 3 and the Xboxes. Winter is coming. Yay. Before we all sign off, another anime topic. Not sure if you guys watched Ajin, but it's amazing. Hope you guys do and do a review or quick thoughts. See you guys. Yeah, we might. We don't have a lot of snow, but it's really cold here. Iron from ice. The snow's been like that for about an hour. I don't live that far from you guys. Well, that's cool, DNGN. Yeah, I know it's been like that for an hour, but we didn't want to risk if moving the camera would freeze us out. We didn't want to freeze out, so that's why we waited till the end of the show. But basically, that's going to be the live show for tonight. I got to rest my voice now for sure, but the comic review should be up tomorrow morning. We're going to record it in a little while. Let my voice rest. After that, 1, 2, 3, both should be up. Expect another 1, 2, 3 episode on Sunday night. Probably more closer to Monday morning because this weekend is the Rumble. And trying to think of this. Hopefully an Outside the Pages, hopefully a book update as well. I still have an archive of videos, so you guys are set for videos for a while, and I'm still doing more new videos like this. Mike's going to go out and buy some new Pokemon after the snowstorm.
If I can.
I say if you can. And there's also the event coming, and mail time for next week's going to be cool. For those of you that didn't know, because a few people asked me how I was able to talk, mail time came early. It came this past weekend around Friday, so I recorded a mail time for this week. And now that I think about it, thank God I did, or else we wouldn't have had a mail time because I wouldn't have been able to talk. So we didn't record mail time yet because we didn't get mail yet. We will be getting mail hopefully next week. So mail time literally will be mail time next week. Something did come, but that's going to be added to mail time instead. So look forward to mail time next week. Look forward to a lot of really great things. We will be back on Frontline Live this coming Tuesday. I will keep you guys updated on the podcast thing. I'm going to work out some details. I don't want to jump into anything, especially if I have to pay for, or we have to pay for, monthly service, and then we don't do it. So I'm going to make sure that this is something I can maintain at least once a week. If I can, definitely. If I can't, then maybe I'll explore other venues. But if you guys really want it, I'll try my hardest. All of you said to go for it. So since all of you said go for it, I'm going to try for it now. And that's what I say with all my series. I need your guys' feedback to know if I should or shouldn't, or should do more of or less of something. That's why I say with the cards, with the toys, with the collectibles and stuff, let me know so I know if you guys want more at a faster pace. Regardless, I'm going to do more, but I'll do more at a faster pace if you guys enjoy it. So, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy these live shows, because these live shows are every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless we're running late. Usually, they go for anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. I believe we're at 11:09, so it's been 2 hours plus a couple of minutes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. We enjoyed this show tonight. We'll be back next week. Also, look forward to a Chris and Brand show. It'll be the first one in the new year, coming your guys' way soon. Links in the description below connected to all the awesomeness that is Dark Avenger C86. There is something coming for Dark Avenger C86 too, so look forward to that. And look forward to a lot of really great stuff on Comic Frontline as soon as we get our freaking books on time so we can review again. It's horrible, and we don't like really reviewing digitally, but I swear I'm giving up. I'm going to start reviewing digital books instead.
Digital books. I mean, not to say, anything about, I just don't, I like to do it when the book's in front of me, because usually the computer is it's a little bit different for me. But I do it
Apparently
anyway.
The live stream has been going on for a bit, and no, Mike, we saw his nose before a lot.
Oh.
He was sniffing his Yolanda.
Oh, God.
Yolanda should be in her.
No, Yolanda.
I might create a Yolanda now.
No, you're not going to create any Yolandas. There is no Yolanda. There never was a Yolanda. And I'll never...
DNGN Tevi means coming back as in a series. Chris, you should mention Yolanda in all your game videos. Maybe.
No, because she's not real. She is not real. That's it. No more.
I feel like I wanted to say one other thing that they reminded me of, and then I read other comments. Putting Yolanda in a video. I was thinking that reminded me of something.
There is
not Yolanda per se. It was something else about the gaming.
Of the gaming. What were you
putting Yolanda in a? I was saying I'll put Yolanda in my comic as a joke. And then I feel like I completely lost what I wanted to say after that.
Oh, you said that there was the James and Nintendo nerd.
Yeah, they were in TMNT too.
Yeah,
TMNT Batman 2. No, I feel like I wanted to mention something else, and it just completely left me.
I don't know.
It'd be funny if I created a Yolanda character and just put her in the book just for funny.
There is no Yolanda. There never was. There isn't. And she never existed in my life.
It'd be hilarious if you ever find a person named Yolanda now.
There is no Yolanda. I never heard of a name Yolanda. I don't know. How did we ever create that name?
I did.
How did you?
I have no clue.
Or you say, yo, Yolanda, how's it going?
You're ruining it.
Well, good, because that name never existed. I never went with a person named Yolanda.
I'm going to write it now.
It is not a thing.
He did.
It never happened.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Once upon a time, it did.
No. There's no once upon a time. There's no happily ever after.
Oh, that's it. Pages. Outside the Pages I should be having ready soon.
How does Yolanda remind you of Outside the Pages?
Because I said I would write her in a book, and then I remembered, Outside the Pages has the Pages book doing it coming soon.
That's ridiculous.
Shut up. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Keep reading and collecting and all those other wonderful things you do. And we will see you guys live next week. This is the show that we do for you guys each and every week, so we can talk with you guys about all the awesome things that we have. And that's the one reason why I love these live shows. So until next time, everybody, take care. And we will see you guys next week for our Dark Avenger Live episode 60.
Oh, 60.
Take care, guys.
Later, everyone.